Hello and welcome to the first segment of Ask Adam, where I answer your questions using a combination of what I love, metaphysics, and common sense. So I'm taking questions from the Breakup Support and Action page, as well as anyone who leaves a question in the comments of the video. So our first question that we have here that I received through the Breakup Support and Action is: my boyfriend and I broke up almost 2 weeks ago and I still can't stop crying. Will it ever stop? Can I get through this any faster? Well, unfortunately, the grieving process does take time, but I'll tell you what's really going on, and I think when you know more about what's going on inside you, you have a more of an awareness and you can view it a bit more objectively so it doesn't engulf you. So basically, in plain terms, there's a situation and you are resisting it. Because let's face it, if you didn't care that he broke up with you, then you'd be fine. But you do care, like most people, and you're resisting it. And as you resist, your life energy, which is radiating through you at all times, basically it's a bit stifled and you're not letting it through. When that happens, it builds up, you feel uncomfortable, and since the energy has no place to go because you're not letting it through, it just goes round and round in circles. Until finally it's so much that you release it and you start crying. So crying is a way to release energy. So this happened to me a couple years ago, and what I decided to do was, all right, want to cry? Let's cry. Let's cry it all out. Let's get it all out now. And so you can actually, reduce the time it takes to get over someone. You need to do it in moderation, though. You can't just, well, you can, but you shouldn't just sit there and cry all day. But what I did was I left all the pictures up, all the things, because a breakup is very dynamic. There are many things that you are resisting, being alone, a different schedule, not having your friend there, any future expectations are shattered, a whole bunch of things. So as they come up and you cry about it, really think about it. Once you're already in that state of releasing, purge it a little bit, push on it. Make yourself cry about it more, almost as if someone was being mean to you about it and shoving the information in your face. He's never coming back. He's never coming back. He's never coming back. The future plans are done. And as you keep doing that, you keep releasing this resistance to that, your emotions run out. And that's an important key to be aware of. Your emotions always run out. Because, for example, when you're watching a movie, and let's say it's a really funny movie, and the jokes come, and you're laughing, you watch it again, you're laughing, and you watch the video 10 times, you're not laughing anymore. Why? Because the energy is gone. It's the same if I were to start laughing. I see something right now, and I just start laughing, and I hold it in, and I keep resisting to laugh. And the more I resist, the more it pushes, the more it tries to push through me. And then you can't stop thinking about it, and you keep holding it in until you finally just laugh, and you laugh it out, and laugh it out, and laugh it out, and you think about it over in your head, and you laugh, and you think about it over in your head again, and you laugh, and then eventually you think about it, and it's like, all right, it's not that funny anymore, right? Yeah. I can't really make myself laugh. It's the same thing with crying. The same thing about resisting any difficult situation, especially a breakup. So what I recommend is a healthy dose of crying or releasing and going for walks. So once you feel, tired from the crying, then go take a break, do something, and then you can come back to it later. So what I would suggest and recommend is that you get a journal, or what I do is I open up a Word document and just be honest with yourself. Type out your thoughts, type out everything that makes you sad, and you're probably going to cry while you're doing it, but then you can identify, once you hit on a topic and you just feel it welling up inside you, that's the topic to push on. And as you push on it, you release it, and then the energy isn't built up anymore, and you resist it a little bit less. So write down your thoughts in your journal. You can use it as a mechanism, facilitator, to find out exactly what is bothering you about this breakup. Find out exactly what your fears are, the different dynamics of the situation, and each one that you are resisting. And then with time, you go through each one of those things, and you release the resistance, and you become okay with it. And then you can go back to leading a happy life. Although there are more steps, but if you're at this part of the process, then this is the best way, I think, to deal with it. And it's something I've done myself, because I've always, as I studied metaphysics, I've always known that, energy is constantly flowing, and it's either resisting or flowing. And if it gets stored up and you let it out, it does run out. It just doesn't feel like it, because we start and stop and start and stop with such little time. That's why they say crying is good for you. But literally, it's just a part of a process of energy being stored and then released. And if you understand what's happening and you consciously do it, then it's not so bad. So I hope this has helped you. If anyone else has been going through a breakup and are at this section of the road where still a bit of shock or a bit after the shock, then I hope this helps you as well. I will go through some more questions and pick out what ones I think are best to answer. See you guys.